Hello again, welcome back for another daily Buying Advisor Repentance. It is February 14th, 2024. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a daily since it's a special day. Whether you're single or not. But being single sucks. I guess in some cases it is, right? Like, I guess depending on your situation and everything, right? Like, also happy Single Awareness Day. That too, you know? I actually got a free candy bar at the store because it's like, they do it every Valentine's Day. You're purchasing stuff or whatever, give you a free chocolate bar. You're curious, and they have like a whole variety of them you can choose from. So I choose the raspberry and dark chocolate, which is not too bad. Obviously going to be sweet regardless. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not often I have chocolate. Chocolate! Did I do anything other than eat chocolate on Valentine's Day? Well, no. Not really. Grocery shopping. Nothing really Valentine's-y about that. More for me and none for thee. More chocolate for me. More for me. Yeah, Valentine's Day and all that stuff. I remember a time when I was in grade school, I used to get those Valentine's Day cards and stuff. They probably still do that, but I think some schools maybe. I don't know. Maybe they send digital e-cards these days. They send it through. They send videos through TikTok and be like, "Oh yeah, Happy Valentine's Day." Da da da. It's a grade school kid or something like that. That's how the cool kids roll. Snapchat, too, and TikToks. The TikToks. Now I might not be like an expert in TikToking, you know. I've made a few. Why am I going back in there? I've made a few, but look, obviously it's not like popular or anything. It's otherwise like I'll be talking about it all the time, you know. Though I personally knew somebody, TikToker, who made over 5 million. Yes, that's right. 5 million over 5 million views in a TikTok video. Somehow they were able to like manage to have the right played the right algorithm with everything. Like it wasn't going on a trend or anything. They just like posted and then just like took off like crazy. In their hometown, they were like, you know, they had some people that she knew from her hometown talking about it, and then she was like bringing up that about, oh, that's me. It's like, that was you? Like how much it spread was like phenomenal. So much so that like her friends were like seeing the video and then like in her hometown and didn't even know about her like posting anything and having something viral until she kind of broke the news to her friend about it. What happened after that? Well, not so much with popularity anymore. It just kind of dropped. The problem is with stuff like that is, I mean, it's kind of like with YouTube, right? You have to regularly post, otherwise you get punished for posting. Now, I'm not a big YouTuber, I'll admit, but so I don't see much with like the negativity of not posting on a day or something like that. I can't tell for certain. Sometimes I get up, sometimes I get down. Sometimes I get like 30 or 40 views in an Isaac video, which is like a lot to me, honestly. A lot more than the usual. Just it's nice and appreciated. And then sometimes I get like 0 views in a day or something, or 2 days, or whatever stretch out. It just kind of fluctuates for some reason. Now, the funny thing is, ever since I've been recording, like, Isaac video runs and stuff like that, like, my wanting to watch Isaac YouTube videos, like my desire to watch them, like, plummeted severely. And I think maybe it's just, like, I'm so used to playing Isaac every day or something like that, or nearly every day, and posting on a regular basis, that it kind of kills off some of that desire to watch the stuff, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not that their content has changed. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Some big YouTubers I used to watch that did a lot of Isaac stuff over the years. It's just that my taste has changed ever since I started this journey of recording videos with Isaac. And now we're like close to 1,400 videos right now. Well, no, actually it's more than that because I've got the anti-burst stuff, some of that, and then I also got like quite a bit of the rebirth stuff, or afterbirth plus stuff. So anti-birth and afterbirth plus. So I'm technically over 1,400 videos, technically. Plus some of the streaming stuff I did. Over a course of about 3 years right now. Ow, do we want to... Fuck it, let's re-roll this floor. Hopefully we get enough time to get down to boss rush. It's risky as hell to do this, but might be worth it. But daily, it's like, it's kind of a risk, unless I'm fast enough here. Like, if you were to told me years ago that I was still recording Isaac videos and I'm like over 1,400 videos into it, I'd be like, holy shit. You know, like holy shit. And from what I've seen on my YouTube profile, I supposedly have over 2,000 videos overall uploaded. I'm like, holy shit. In general right now, not right now, recently, just looking back on that, over 2,000, I'm like, holy shit. That's a lot of content. Balls. You know what? Let's take this with us. Like when I first started doing commentary on YouTube with like gameplay and stuff, like I was not really, I mean, I was really not used to doing commentary, you know, like I was kind of like quiet and not talking about a whole lot of anything and whatnot, you know. It was just, I wasn't as expressive. But then over time, it's just like I became more and more expressive with things. I mean, probably not in a good sense in some cases with my cussing. I can't. It's not that I have Tourette's or anything. It's just like, it's a bad habit, I'll admit. Try it. Man, like, I'm gonna just, you know what? This is actually gonna help me a lot here. Speed up these floors. Oh. Also, you probably notice by the time this video comes out, I haven't been playing so much Power World. I kind of got bored with it fairly quickly. Like, there's still a lot to do in the game and whatever. I get it. It's just, it's grindy. I mean, in some senses, when it comes to grindiness, it's fine to some degree, but then I get kind of tired of some grindy games. I mean, this game's technically grindy, right? Like, it can be classified as being grindy. Another gulp. And another one. Yeah, it's key. Interesting. I mean, it's technically grindy, this game is, because, like, you have to collect all the items, do all the challenges, find the secrets and everything to get 100%. But the only difference is, like, this has a little bit more variability. Like, the runs are much more variable than Power World. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for Power World. It's a phenomenal game. It's an interesting game. But it's just, like, I mean, it's still in pre-beta, not pre-beta, whatever. It's in early access form, so it's... They're still working on the bugs and whatever. I mean, that's okay, you know? It's the kind of game that if I had it as a kid, like, I would definitely be playing the crap out of that all the time if I was much younger than what I am. Because I was big on Pokemon when I was little, especially playing on the Game Boy Advance and GameCube stuff. And having an open world experience like that, like, man, I would never get off the damn thing. Like, I used to play, like, Tony Hawk Underground 2 like crazy. And that was some open world stuff. Somewhat. I mean, yeah, it's kind of open world, early open world stuff. That's still pretty phenomenal. Cranial skate maps and stuff like that. The old school Forge World kind of thing. I did not mean to get hit there. Gilded key, I'm gonna say no. We running out of keys fast with that. Balls. Oh, we're just getting a shit ton of money, aren't we? Like, I would like to get back into Destiny 2, but there's just so much DLC, just too much grinding for me to be like, I can't go back to that again. There's always like a new DLC comes out every year or something. Last time I was on that game, I was doing the Gambit stuff. The Gambit DLC stuff or whatever. And that was back when, just before they tweaked everything to where you can get the exotic pieces to get the Thorn gun or whatever. You had to get the specific Gambit boss, this big orb looking thing, and people were having issues trying to get it, and I had it happen multiple times. Shit, you not. I had it more than once, like 3 or 4 times, and people had like extreme difficulty like finding even one. And I kept finding them. It's just like, so I had, okay, so you have to fight it so many times to even get the ship, right? And I got the ship. It was something else. Because back then I was part of a, like a guild or a clan or whatever for Destiny 2. And, I mean, they helped me out with catching up with some of the raid stuff when it was still fairly new, the Destiny game. So I did the Leviathan raid and some other ones. What am I doing this for? Whatever. Look for deep pockets. Deep pockets, deep pockets, come on. Deep pockets, where are you? Where are you? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know, like, this is ruining my points and all that stuff, but I want to just have kind of a little bit of fun and chill here, you know? Just kind of relax here. I'm going to take that, I guess. A little bit of extra luck. And then I got, like, one of the exotic weapons for the Forsaken run, like, early on. It was really sought-after gun. I got it as a, like, first or second time I did it or whatever. And the clan/guild later was just, like, super jealous that I had that, too. And also, like, getting all those Gambit bosses. Because he wasn't playing with me when I was doing the Gambit stuff, and I kept getting that boss. I think I had it, like, 5 or 6 times, I think, overall. But then I think the maxes were like 3 to get like everything from the Gambit stuff. Had to like run into the boss like 3 times. I had like half a dozen or so times. No shortage of luck. That's for sure. Curse of the Labyrinth. Here we go. Shit. I mean, the first Destiny game, I did manage to get into the lighthouse. Probably during the second game, I couldn't do it. I kind of gave up early on anyways with it. It's like, eh. I'll admit, though, I did use the Warlock with the Resurrection thing in the first game to pull a clutch win, and I actually got a clip online of that on my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, of course, somewhere. I don't know if I put it private or something. Maybe I don't. I don't think I did. It's there out there. Back in like 2011 or something. Whatever year it was. Whoops. There we go. Shit on a shingle. Took my breath away. Now I could have took that, I guess. Get more bombs and I got points. This is going to be a highly competitive run today for sure. Comes to points and stuff, since this is such a curated run of all time. One of the most, I mean. Okay, come on. Jesus. Taking such a long time. Man, I got less than 3 minutes. Cute. Oh, you little shit. Okay. Go, 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 go. We shall go. No secret rooms. Fuck that. Easy enough. Easy enough. Running out of options here. That looks like a cigarette room, but I don't have the time. But whatever. Fuck. Less than 2 minutes. Because we still have to kill like one boss and then kill Mother and then go to a possible deal if it's worth the darn. I'm glad I got Dad's key here, because this is helping to eliminate getting stuck in rooms here too long. Hopefully this is the way. The ways. Oh my lordy lordy. He got hit. Oh no, he got hit again. Haha. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, I'm gonna make it! Fuck this fucking room. Come on. Fucking die. Go, 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 go. Fuck that. This gives me stats. Go, go, go! Fuck. I forgot there was this bullshit. Fuck, I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, I didn't think that was gonna work. Well, we might have lost out of boss rush here. Yeah, we did. I wasn't messing around. That's fine. Just seeing if I can get here quick enough. I guess if I wasn't getting lost so much and whatever, I probably would have made it. Die. Oh, we're going to Mom's Heart. Look at that. Actually, it's going to be a shorter run than I realized. Whoopie-doo! Why not? I guess. Yeah, it looks like a secret room. Nope, it's not. Just kidding. Could've took the time and got points. So I seen today that NVIDIA, I think it came out today, a video of them demonstrating an AI chatbot using the graphics card, built-in graphics card and like software. Uses the data on your computer instead of like using a server on the internet, connected to the internet. And you can put your own data sets and stuff like in there, like your models and everything, your own models. Like I don't know how it works exactly with putting your own models in there. Like, now I understand to some degree, because I did this a little bit with using some kind of a Python program to generate an image using some set models. Slower and pissed because my graphics card is not like fast and not up to date to today's standards. It still works to some degree. I mean, it's still holding up. I mean, I could play Power World on it. If I was using my old one, I probably would be struggling to run it even more. But I'm assuming if you're using your own setup or something like that, like your own data sets, as a chatbot, I guess it would work similarly. Like what do you do? The only thing is like, well, what's the benefit of using your own chatbot through your own set data sets through your graphics card. I mean, I imagine you could connect it to the internet as an option, I suppose, to look for data, build something. I mean, I could see using the graphics card as the way to generate images through your own models locally instead of through the server. I could see it as being more useful to doing that instead of like the chatbot option. I don't know. Like, I've used Chat GPT, you know, especially the 4.0 version in the past for about a month or so, kind of just sticking around with it and trying all these different, like, what do you call them? Plugins. Yeah, plugins. But I don't know, like, I see all these different plugins. It's like, oh yeah, you could use it for this, use it for that. And I'm just like, you know, going through some of this stuff and I'm like, I don't know how I can strategically use this in my personal life, you know, like certain little things. Or you could set up a mailing list to doing this way. It's like, okay, well, I don't really do mailing lists and, you know what I mean? Fuck. It's not that long ago that when I was at school, I was, doing some database stuff or whatever through one of the Microsoft Office programs, which is just, I mean, there's an intro to computers class and using special database key stuff. Like, it's been such a long time ago, I already forgot how to just, oh, I did not go on that reroll room, son of a bitch. There goes your point. Even though it's highly competitive run. And you said you're gonna have fun anyways. So have fun instead of like fricking around. So anyways. Yeah, like I played around with that stuff. Like, what I do like quite a bit is like the AI upscaling stuff for like videos and pictures. And I've done quite a bit of that and it works pretty well. I like it. It's actually, a matter of fact, I was watching one of these 4K videos that I uploaded to YouTube and seeing how it looked on the TV, and it looked pretty sharp. And I think if I were to go back and do some color correcting, it'd probably look better. It's possible. Go back and color correct it. Because, like, it seems like it's a little overexposed, and I know with videos when they're overexposed, if it's too overexposed, it's gonna be like, it can't be fixed. I tried doing that with photos years ago. Like, somebody had some photos when they were like not baby photos. It's, what do you call it? It's photos of them like pregnant that somebody else did, and they overexposed their photos like crazy, so they didn't turn out so well. So they wanted to see if I can fix them, and I tried fixing them and I couldn't fix them. So maybe there is, with the programs I use with upscaling pictures, maybe they'll fix that somehow. There's a way. There's a will, there's a way. The ways. Smooth as butter right there. What a fun run, by the way. Wholesome, loving run. Oh my goodness gracious. You could create your own, like, AI generated videos and stuff like that. Pictures. The crystal key. I actually love crystal key. It's one of my top trinkets in the game. Has a chance to open up a red room for you, and sometimes those red rooms got you something great, or gives you like an extra charge if you need it for your space bar. And you know, another thing too, there's like so many services tied to AI stuff now. It's crazy. Like there's stuff where you could write your own papers, cite things and stuff like that. And I kind of wonder, how are they going? I mean, I feel like it's inevitable that they can't like companies can't really regulate it. I think they're going to have some kind of regulation in the companies to where, you know, students don't go out flat out and like plagiarize stuff or something, or not plagiarize. So the generation stuff, it's based on like an algorithm of models of papers and stuff like that, I would imagine. Thousands of papers. And so it would write its own creative stuff generated. So it's technically not plagiarizing, but I guess in some way it is plagiarizing, right? Because it's built up by a system of papers written by people who are alive or dead in the past. That's a wild one, right? If you really think about it. Works from people who are alive today and then those who were living. That's some crazy shit. And so, like, get to the point here. So, God of Chairs. Cool. What the hell of a name. Mr. Honey. No, going to the point here, it's like, so, in some sense, it is plagiarism, right? Because you're using a model system of examples of paperworks to generate something, and it's technically not of your own work of writing these essays. Because I imagine you could write something where it's like, you know, you have it create like a format, right? Like like its own kind of structure or whatever, and you can just take some words out and replace them with different kind of words and make a persuasive paper or some kind of a paper. And it's like, when it comes to those kind of papers, generation stuff that they got out there right now, it's like, if a company has some kind of a watermark or something like that to deter, like, plagiarism for schools or something like that, like, how does that transfer to schools with their own systems? Because back then, I remember when turnitin.com was kind of a new thing that we had to use in high school. Because by the time I got to high school, we had to use them. And so, but that was plagiarism. They could detect about like word for word or certain kind of things put in there where it's too close to like the original work. That's why you had to paraphrase and stuff like that, of course. And so, is there a system that would come into place where the files themselves have some kind of an embedded code with them in them, perhaps, to where it's kind of a thumbprint that this was generated? I mean, there's ways to probably take that off. I mean, I've seen like programs that you can remove like imaging data on there that's like, you know, it has GPS information or dates and times, stuff like that. There's ways to remove that. One example, this is not a sponsor or anything, is there's an Android app called Image Pipe. I think it's called. You just put it in there and then automatically generate an image to take all that data off of there, and you can make custom settings and stuff. So there's ways to do that. Now, even when companies would make something like that, it's going to be a matter of time before people would have their own models and own programs created to where they could just make their own papers, and there's no way to put a watermark or anything on those. And the time's coming. As I was talking about earlier about the whole thing with the graphics cards are now able to do it locally. Yeah, it's going to be a matter of time. Like, the early AI stuff, it used to be like, there wasn't really much for servers with that. It was like more localized and you had to have the right hardware to work with it. And now things are becoming slowly more adaptable, that it's becoming more localized because the graphics cards are becoming better and more powerful and whatnot. It's kind of like with data, like 10 years ago or so, well, more than 10 years ago, I bought a 1 terabyte hard drive. I was actually looking at it tonight, talking to somebody about when I was building computer stuff. And I bought a terabyte of hard drive space, and that's before I fried it, for $73. That same hard drive, I can get it for 43, but that's like still about the slow speeds of the hard drives from then, when it was fast though. But now it's not so fast. You can get much faster ones at a cheaper rate still. And I've seen that you can even buy a 22 terabytes for a little over $400, which that's still expensive, but you know, if it was 22 terabytes 10 years ago, it's probably going to be triple the cost or something, double or triple the cost. But you see, that kind of comparison with things are getting cheaper when it comes to like that kind of stuff, it's going to translate to, of course, graphics cards. I mean, it has been for years, processor chips and everything. So the AI stuff is going to be much more all over the place. So even if you try to put some kind of a watermark through a website that uses AI generation stuff for the writing papers, there's still going to be, I mean, it's going to be a matter of time before like somebody could just do it on the fly on their cell phone someday. Within a few years, probably. Anyways, sorry about that. Like, that little jibble jabble, I guess. It's just talking about that kind of stuff is interesting. This is a new frontier with artificial intelligence and trying to figure it out too. Like, my phone's supposed to get an update. It's an S23 Ultra. It's supposed to get an AI update later this year, which uses some AI programs. I'll dabble in it, but at this time, I don't know quite what I can use AI yet with, you know, how that would benefit me yet. So yeah, anyways, this is a great run. I mean, yeah, the rank is whatever, but you know, it's a lot of competition. I took some L's with some of the stuff I was doing in the run, but overall, it was a fun one. It's a lighthearted one. It was a quick one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.